All right, and we are here. Happy New Year, everyone. You are live on the Top Rope Talk. I'm the sniper. He's the pundit, and we are going
Or I'm
to
right
kick
here.
off. Yeah, yeah. I think I pointed right. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pointing.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pointing
You're
right here.
there. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm looking on the other side.
yeah, absolutely. But we are going to kick off 2024 with a show for you guys. First and foremost, much love to those on our on Sideline Sports' TikTok page. We're starting to upload some shorts about some events that had happened this past weekend, and we're going to keep that trend rolling and everything. It's already generating thousands of views, so thanks to everybody for the engaging. Even some of y'all who lobbied some, disagreements and a little bit of shade. Thank y'all too. Okay, but that's what we were trying to do is keep things rolling to bigger and better things in 2024. So with that being said, be sure and follow us on TikTok, also on Twitter, as well as YouTube, and on, of course, Facebook. And also, I have up top here, streaming live on it on my Twitch, Denzel Sniper 13, my Facebook, Denzel Snipes, of course, my Denzel Snipes on TikTok as well, and Denzel Snipes 13 on YouTube also. All right, so this one here is not going to be too long of an episode. Just to highlight some key matches from this past weekend's AEW World's End pay per view recap. So, in getting started, first off, well, how was your New Year's, Jake?
Not bad at all. And it's like we need to get to our thing. So I was going to say I had a little bit of the thing to talk about with Jericho real fast.
Okay, then. Well,
Yeah, I wanted to
you,
get to this just because we get it over with and stuff.
you know what? Then that's exactly what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we are going to go to first ever on the show, a top rope pundit point. And my colleague here will give his thoughts on Chris Jericho. Take it away, sir.
Let me give this a little. I'm going to give this a thought to you guys right now. Something to think about. I mean, and here's the thing. If you're listening, and I know you are there, Jay and Denzel, I am going to say this. Chris Jericho is basically bring yourself back up because I want to get your opinion on this.
Okay.
I want to get your thing. I say right now, this whole situation is Chris Jericho is exactly like Bill Cosby, the
Okay.
exact thing. And I'm going to say the reason being, Chris Jericho could easily be the slime ball that is said. You know what I'm saying? Especially the whole deal with Kylie Ray. We know the
Right.
whole story with Kylie Ray. She has severe anxiety issues. So we know this whole situation. This could easily have happened.
Mm-hmm.
And we've known for the longest time about that he basically slept with every diva in the dang roster for those years.
Yeah.
He did.
There are a lot of wrestlers who have.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestlers, but he did that. But here's the deal. None of this came out until all of a sudden he's the Trump supporter or something they didn't believe in, and now it's bad?
Hmm.
Now his slime ball is bad? Now the slimy behavior is bad? Now? This is the problem we have, people. If he's guilty, you enabled it because you might have liked him. He didn't hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You enabled it. This is what I'm bringing up. You enabled all this by doing it. And if he's not guilty, you're going based off of your feelings. This is the whole thing that we've got to stop doing. And this hurts women.
Yeah.
This hurts women. This hurts a lot of, because this is a severe accusation. This could end Chris Jericho's career.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with something like this. And yeah, he could easily be that slimy, considering how many women he was sleeping with and probably cheating on his wife. He could have easily done that.
Yeah.
But you covered it up. Just like the reason I compared it with Bill Cosby is because his reputation was for decades and covered up because it was the nice guy on TV. But you want to know when it came in? When Hannibal Buress brought it out after he didn't like what Cosby said in one of those speeches. It's
Yeah.
like, so all of a sudden he's the enemy. You know he wasn't the enemy when he was making all those millions for NBC? He wasn't the enemy then? So you enabled decades of that. And
Yeah.
now you might have enabled decades, if Jericho's guilty, you might have enabled decades of him. And a couple of decades of him. And if he's not guilty, you're using your politics and your feelings, and it has to stop.
Yeah. Absolutely, it does. I mean, The thing is you have got to you have got to start, holding somebody accountable or taking a look into things like when they happen. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um, I understand that some victims can come out later and everything, but this topic was more alongside those that were actually around him and whatnot. And yes, when you enable this kind of behavior, they form a bulletproof mentality. But now more will come out about this, but it shouldn't take him having a different opinion from somebody in order for them to all of a sudden, oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and cash in this ticket. Hey, look what he did to this woman, or something like that.
Oh yeah, because I don't think this. If he comes out, here's the deal. This is the truth. And a lot of this comes out because he was a Trump supporter. If he comes out Democrat, it doesn't come out. Would they
Yeah,
believe Kylie Ray if it was the thing? That's the point. Oh, we got to cover for him because he's making a lot of ratings. We agree with him.
yeah,
There's my problem. It's like there's my problem with everything that happened with Cosby. Cosby could eat. We're not saying Cosby was wrong. We're saying you enabled decades wasn't wrong. It's like you enabled decades of him
yeah,
based off of those things, and then you stopped when you didn't agree with him, which that could have saved so many of women's lives and stress and all that kind of stuff if you would have caught him with the times.
yeah. If you would only just if you'd only just done it like at that time period, not wait for a political statement or even a political opinion. But we do have to
Yeah.
move on here, and that is our AEW World's End recap. So a few key matches that I wanted to highlight here real quick. TNT Championship, Copeland, Adam Copeland won the TNT Championship, but then Christian coerced Killswitch or Luchasaurus, whatever you want to call him, into giving him his title shot. And then in the immediate rematch, he won the belt back. Satisfied with this ending?
You knew it was going to be something like this. You knew it because they're best buddies.
Yeah,
They're best buddies. Just give yourself an. This is the thing that Edge's daughter, okay, Adam Copeland, whatever, told him. Go have fun with Uncle Jay. That's what he said. That's
that's
what they
true.
said to him when you go have fun with Uncle Jay. You just extended another couple of PLEs, if you will, or pay per
Yeah.
views. You
Hmm.
extended another couple right there. There's probably going to be a cage match now.
Yep.
Probably going to be. There's probably going to be. Let's see, fire table match or something. You
Yeah.
know, and it's like, and and the thing is, just because Christian has done the business every time, he
Right.
will give it to his buddy at the end
Oh yeah.
because he is Christian has put everyone over with no complaint,
None.
none.
Absolutely none.
He is the ultimate heel. He acts like the heel. He acts like a Marvel heel.
He does.
He acts like a Marvel heel that will get his in the end. And
Yeah.
to me, I don't like Christian as a babyface. I think he's a bit snarmy. Just like I was going to say with the deal, he's a bit snarmy and it's do everything. It's like I like maybe he's a nice guy in real life, but on his characters, I think he's snarmy and he wants to get it all out. I like him as a heel.
Yeah, he's a way better heel, but this definitely is going to continue. I don't know if people, I don't know, people, they may kind of, what, if he was just going to win it back, then just don't have him lose it in the first place. Ending could have been a little bit better. Uh, Christian has always made his bones as like one of the, except when they were a heel tag team as Edge and Christian in WWE. He's always made his bones as the slimy heel.
Yeah,
Stone Cold called him CLB, creepy little bastard. You know,
yeah.
but but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. In all of the times that he had ever been a heel, he'd always been, a henchman or just, one operating by himself. Now he's the heel leader of a faction. We're seeing a different Christian. This is a reinvented Christian. You know,
Ab- Absolutely. And as far as a wrestler's wrestler, as far as the heel goes, I call them. This is what my thing is. I call them potential Hulk Hogan. Even though he's not going to wrestle anymore, but potential Hulk Hogan opponents of this day if it was 2024.
right?
The reason I'm not saying he's going to wrestle anymore, but I called them that good. I called them they're like Christian, Edge also. Let's see, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah,
I'm just saying what I mean by that is I mean Jericho would be in there. Jericho would be in there also. We would bring that up. The reason I call it the potential Hulk Hogan opponent is not to say that he's ever going to make a comeback. He's obviously done. But
Hmm.
I'm talking about the guy that cannot move anymore, that uses his charisma, that these guys can just bounce
Yeah.
all over the place. They're just so good they can bounce and not hurt themselves. They
Yeah.
can make you look so good. And and you know another one, Dustin. I called him that. These are just my nicknames, but Dustin Rhodes would be like that.
Yeah.
He's 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", and he bounces like Christian.
Yeah.
It's I mean, and you don't tell he's 6'6" or 7.
Mm, yeah.
You can't tell because he bounces like a little guy.
Yeah, he does. Well, we do have to keep rolling here and get on to our Continental Classic final, the tournament that had been going on for these past weeks. And the final was at the pay per view. Eddie Kingston defeats John Moxley. So, in the same year, he wins the IWGP Neverweight Championship. Then he also is the Ring of Honor World Champion, winning his first world title. And now he wins this. Was 2023 Kingston's year?
Yes, it was. And I'll tell you another thing. You know what Moxley's becoming right now? Truthfully, he's becoming Tommy Dreamer this era.
Yeah.
He really is. It's like because I mean, he might win a few more than Dreamer even, but it's like he extends that story out and story out and story. That's what I don't think Dreamer likes winning, or ever did like winning. I think
Hmm.
I think he extends it past the shelf life of the crowd, just
Yeah.
because he like. I think he really believes the heat of the babyface of chasing is better than winning.
Yeah.
He didn't. He remember Dreamer didn't even like winning against when it was the time for Raven to go. He didn't even like winning that one,
Yeah.
and he lost for 2 years straight.
I think
So
they pretty much had to coax him into winning the ECW title.
yeah, because he doesn't like winning. It's like I get the feeling Moxley has that in him. I just we don't know from based off of that, but you just get that feeling because there's a lot of he wins a few more matches. But there's a lot of these kind of deals that he has.
Yeah.
It's like and I just get that you could see him as later on as always that could keep losing. You could see
Hmm.
him doing that to keep it extended.
Yeah. Yeah. You
But
can see that as far as Kingston too. Oh no, I'm
yeah,
sorry. As John Moxley, and I think you're starting to see it right now. I mean that, but you know what? That's a pretty good comparison. It's John Moxley this era's Tommy Dreamer.
well, but my thing is that yeah, I asked that question is like, but the thing I ask with something like this is, does the crowd had all the because it was ECW crowds, they had all the patience in the world for Tommy. They were going for it, and they just
Hmm.
kept coming back and coming back. Does this era's crowd in 2024 have that patience?
Yeah.
Could Moxley pull it off with these crowds in this era who think that you're just oh my god, oh you're screwing him, you're burying him, you're
Hmm.
whatever. You know what I mean? It's like Dreamer's lost had to have lost 80% of his matches in his career.
Yeah.
He's had to have maybe 90. I mean, just seriously. It's like I know Moxley's won more just because of WWE's 50% deal,
Yeah.
but it's like I feel like
If I mean I get it. If Brooklyn Brawler made the Hall of Fame, I get it.
yeah, but absolutely. But it's like those are the things. But that's the big thing about it is this like a challenge for a Moxley? It's like I can get over anyway. Scott Hall was the same way. Remember he dropped he got 4-time Intercontinental Champion because he didn't mind dropping it.
Yeah.
He didn't mind putting people over.
Exactly. He put
He
Kid
did.
over.
Yeah, he didn't get him over. I mean, he bumped for his kid.
Yeah. And Kid was the smallest man in the league at the time.
Yeah, he bumped for. I mean, he was six, and Brazier was 6'7", 270, and he
Yeah.
bumped for him. You know what I mean? So that's so it's like I said, Scott did not mind putting him over.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, moving on to our next one, and that is our main event, and that is for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Tell me you didn't see this coming. Samoa Joe beat MJF after a betrayal to MJF from Adam Cole. He revealed himself to be the devil, and the devil's men, the masked men, turned out to be the Kingdom and Roderick Strong. So, already starting off the year hot, ended the year hot and starting it off the new year off hot. So will MJF Cole be the feud of 2024? But when I
Let me.
say that, but when I say this, I don't just mean in AEW. I mean wrestling wide. I mean WWE. I mean Ring of Honor. I mean NJPW. Will it be the number one feud in wrestling?
What did I tell you? He was he trusted the one guy that got screwed. I
Yep.
told you this for a lot of our shows. This is the setup to the perfect setup, and now he's supposedly gone. And it's like I would just love I would just love that instead of going to WWE, I would just love MJF to take about a 3 month break.
Hmm.
No, give all the fans that think, oh, he's going to WWE, he's going to Royal Rumble, he's not there. Oh, he's going to be arrested and not there. And then he shocks the world that with Adam Cole, and he is as psycho as ever.
Oh wow.
He's psycho as ever because he's never going to trust again.
But he has to systematically pick them apart.
Yes,
So one of the members of the kingdom is Wardlow, who he has history with, you
yes.
know. So he's got to go after him first. Then he's got to smash Roderick Strong because Roderick Strong was one of the ones that tried to kind of get in between the
Mm-hmm.
friendship between them two and such. He has to go and he has to pick them all apart en route to Cole. Cole has entered final boss status.
Yep, and you want to know who would have been an awesome devil? I brought this up as a joke on Twitter, but you know who would have been an awesome devil?
Hmm.
Vince McMahon.
For
That,
AEW,
yeah. Let me listen. I'm just saying
that
this. I
was
know.
no way going to
No,
happen.
no, he would never do it. But think about this: that mustache, the cane he has now because of his back surgery.
It was
Come down.
me, MJF. It was me all
Yeah, no, no,
along.
no. He wouldn't even have to do that. It's just that mustache I think about.
Oh yeah.
That mustache I think about, and he has that cane now. Yeah, because he has that back surgery. It would
Yep.
just be that. It wouldn't even have to do that. I got, I mean, he wouldn't even have to show. He'd just come out down with the cane and that mask and everything. And it's like I bought AEW.
Yeah.
Just like, but no, it's just like, but I'm saying though, I know it would never happen, but all I could just think about, I'll do it as a joke on that, but I was just thinking that thin mustache
Yeah.
and that cane, it's like those old soap operas our grandmas used to watch.
Yeah.
It's like the old soap operas. He'd be that. He is you talk about the final boss, and you can't
Hmm.
get to it because he can't physically take anything anymore.
True.
So you have to really try to get to him, and you can't because he's got too many people around him.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
but no, Adam Cole did a wonderful job with this, and it's like, and guess what? He is now the ultimate heel, and I hope MJF doesn't go anywhere because that is the ultimate. He is
Yeah.
now psychotic. You
Hmm. And
he
he's now your
trusted
top face.
he by the way, he trusted somebody for once. Remember, he didn't even trust Wardlow.
Yeah.
He didn't even trust Wardlow through the whole thing. He trusted somebody, and the bombed him. It's like now he's going to get him.
Yeah. It ultimately will teach him humility and everything, but he definitely vaulted to top face. And then now, because even though MJF had turned face all last year, we finally have a moment where fans can be sympathetic to him. We now have a moment where folks will feel sympathy for MJF. Despite his demeanor, despite the things he says and everything, yes, he's still an asshole. Yes, he's still, the crowd's favorite scumbag and everything. But now we have a moment where fans can actually feel sorry for him and ultimately root for him to get back up to the top. If not win the AEW world title back from Samoa Joe, in which honestly, I don't think that he should pursue that title again right now. He should go after Adam Cole and his men.
Absolutely, but here's the thing. Also, when he finally turns heel again, it's going to be a thing. I never said I liked you. It's
Yeah,
like I was going after who you hated.
yeah,
And it's like, and that was my battle, not yours. And then once
exactly.
he turns on somebody, then it's going to be because I'm psychotic. Yeah, because remember he's psychotic. It's like this is a different type of thing from Stone Cold Steve Austin because it really is because Stone Cold is somebody you can truly cheer because you just want to be him, and he just started to understand it.
He was the most relatable superstar in the last 30 years.
Yeah, oh yeah, you could do that. You're not going to really get it with MJF in comparison to Stone Cold. It's like
Hmm.
MJF is just somebody that got wronged. You're going to cheer for him. That's up to you. But you could see him going back to heel when this is all over.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Well, real quick, because we got about 3 minutes left, we're
Mm-hmm.
going to our weekly finish or DQ because AEW Revolution 2024 is approaching. And so, finish or DQ at AEW Revolution, Sting's final career match must be against Alan Darby. It has to be a pass the torch match. I'm going to say finish.
Finish. It's like let's just say I don't want it to be Flair. I don't
Anyone but
want.
Flair.
I don't. I don't want Flair. We already saw that ridiculousness in a
Unless Hulk
six
Hogan's
man.
going to come limping down the aisle
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
recreate Starcade.
Here's the deal. I'd rather it be. I'd rather it be Hogan. I'm not saying I want it to be. I'm saying I'd rather it be Hogan than Flair because through all of that ridiculousness and everything like that, Sting would bump for ages. Sting knows what he's doing, and Hogan would do the job. With
Well,
Flair, and
Hogan,
he wouldn't run out of energy.
yeah, and well, Hogan, well, he doesn't exactly look like he can get back in the ring, but he looks more so than Flair.
Yeah, and that's my point I'm making. I would rather him than I'm not. I want it to be Darby. Don't get Darby Allen. Don't get that wrong. I'd rather it be Darby Allen. Let's make it real and have a real match. I'm just saying you're bringing up as a joke with Hogan. I'm like I'd rather have him because in the end, yeah, his back he can't do a lot of bumps, but we know he's not going to suffocate.
Right,
We know he's not going to suffocate in the ring. We know he's going to. Holt's always known how to work around his problems.
right.
He would do it. It wouldn't be great, but he'd know how to make the charisma to work it. And it's like
Hmm.
Flair. Flair's going to try to be 25 and suffocate in there,
Yeah.
and that's where the problem lies. So yeah, it's like let's just be real. Let's get Darby Allen in there, and let's have a
Hmm.
really good match and finish it off.
Yep, absolutely. Well, thanks to everybody who tuned in for this quick show. I actually got a meeting here in 1 minute. But once again, we are on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok as well. Excuse me. So for myself and the pundit over here, thank you for watching. Tune in to Raw Day 1 here in about 30 minutes, and we will see you all next week.